Hello everyone. So in this lecture, I'll not actually be starting with the AI. So the first thing I want to do is make one more video uh, on animations and the combat system before I move into the AI. I'll tell you the reason. So right now, the animation that we have, they just slide around the floor for all of them, right? Which doesn't actually like look good and doesn't even feel that great, to be honest. So that's why I'll be doing this combat system where the animations will be divided into close combat animations, jump to animations, and not jump to, sorry, close combat animations. Then there would be like small distance jump to, yeah, and then there will be like going from like very long distance, yeah. So that's why to have the feel more natural of the combat system, I think this is a very important lecture that I should do before I go into the AI. Okay, and also I'll change the system a bit, uh not change the system, to be honest, like add more element to it. And also before that, I'm using fight animations for this because even the animations weren't that great on the close combat anim set either. So I went ahead and purchased the fight animations. I'll add a link to this marketplace asset. You can also purchase it if you like it. And let's get started. So the first thing would be inside the FFCS into data. I will go ahead and create a structure. Okay, I'll call this struct underscore tag data. Okay, now I'll create two more variables. One is already created. Now this will be the montage that will be playing, the anim montage. And this is the montage. Then we will have, what should we have? This would be the play rate of the montage because each of them will be different. So I'll have it as float. And the finally, hmm, what should we have? Actually, like tag montage and play rate. I think these two would be enough for now. Okay, so montage and play rate. That's all I'll be having right now. And I'll change this attack montage. Actually, I'll not change it over here. I'll first create it. So first would be the close combat montage, and this will actually be the structure attack data. Okay, now this will be an array. Then I'll duplicate this. Now this will be mid-range combat montage, and finally would be the jump combat montage. Okay, once this is done, I'll go ahead and open up the BP player. I'll open up the event graph, and over here I'm doing the montage, and after that I'm playing the add or update verb target location. Okay, also another thing, yeah, I need is the offset, right? For each of the montages, I want to control that as well. So offset. Okay, I'll have that as float as well. Over here, compile. So close combat montages. I'll first create a function. Okay, so this will be the get montage based on distance. Now we have the current enemy. Now I'll actually use this function instead, getter function instead of that, and I will get the owner. From both of these, I can get actor location, right? Now I'll subtract this. Not subtract, I'll just get the distance from here. Of the two vectors. Now, sorry about that. Okay, so now from here, what I can do is I can do a in-range float, right? Now the minimum and maximum. Minimum would be 0. What I'll do is I'll create a distance check. Now you can actually have it as normal floats and have like 3 distances for close combat distance, mid-range distance, and jump distance, but I'll be using a array, okay, because it's easier to keep references. I mean, sorry, keep variables in limited amount, right? And these will be hard coded, so it's not a huge deal for me. So I'll check the in range 3 times, okay, for 3 distances. That is the close round combat, mid. Actually, I don't need the last one. If it's false, then that is the last one, right? So from here, I'll add the 0 would be the minimum and the maximum would be the first one. Since I'm including the minimum, I'll not include the max, because again this max will be included over here as the minimum, right? So I'll do a branch, like I said, and depending on these distances, I will do a return node, okay, and these will return the combat montages that we need, okay. So if it is within the 0 to whatever the first distance is, it would be the close combat. If it is in the second range, that will be the mid range combat montages, and finally the jump one, right? Like that. And after this, I'll go to the BP player. Actually, like, let me separate these. So these will be under setup, then close combat, mid, and jump, okay. So in the BP player, what I'll do is under setup, I'll add the distances. So the first would be, let's say, 300, second would be 500, and finally would be 3000 range, okay. So what it means is, if it is in the 0 to 500, then do the close combat. Sorry, 0 to 300, do the first montage, right? If it is 500, so 300 to 500, do the mid range. Otherwise, do the combat montage. You don't actually need to specify the last one. Also, in the BP over here, I'll actually change this from 1500 to 3000. Also, for Patreons, do the same. Change it to 3000, 3500 as the loose sight radius. Okay, once that is done, what I'll do is I'll get the ACFFC, and from there we'll call the function that we just created, that is the get montage based on distance, okay. So from here, we'll get this one and we'll get a random array item, right? And from here we can break, and the montage would be the one that should be playing. Then we have the play rate and the offset will go over here. Okay, and plug it in like that. Now this gives us complete control over each of the animations that we'd be using, right? So now we had the attack montages, these 3 base, right? So I'll add those in close combat. Play rate, these were all 1.5 was good, so I'll keep them at 1.5. And offset can be, now you'll have to check for all of these, so I'll actually go for 80. And the final is the third one, 1.5, 80, 1.5 and 80. Okay, and then for the mid range I'll be using those animations from the fight animations. Over here I'll be using the kick one, so knee kick, let's see. Yeah, this one looks good. AM underscore mid attack 001. Okay, let's go for punch. Move. Special. This one looks good enough. AM underscore mid attack 001. What is this, Superman? Even this one, I'll probably use this. AM underscore mid attack 001. Sorry, 003. I think we already had 001 or 01 maybe. I don't remember that. It's fine. So what I'll do is from here I'll actually copy paste these windows that we have. Okay, I'll copy it and go back to the fight animations, kick. We have this one. I'll add attacks. Okay, so NS combat window. Yeah, over here it can stop here. For motion warping, it would start from here till this, till here. Okay, and the hit enemy is over here. Seems good enough. Then we'll go to the punch, special mid attack. Again, add notified tracks. There till here. Motion warping will start from here, I guess, till over here. So collision channel would be here, and finally the hit, yeah, over here, and the final one. So add the tracks. Starts from here, end it over here. Motion warping starts from this leg till over here. Same with the response, and the head should be here. Seems good. Again, I'll go for the kick specials. Let's see. Yeah, this one is perfect for the long jump. So am underscore jump attack 001. This one looks good enough. I think we can use this. Am underscore jump attack 002. All of these look the same, so I'll just keep 2 for the jump attacks. Okay, so for here, let's go with this combat window over here, from here, and motion warping. Yeah, let's start from here. Sorry, till here. So it'll be the same for the window, and finally the head would be here. Okay, and finally we have this one. Also, I forgot one thing. I'll go back to that in a second. So let me actually get this one from there. Over here, motion warping will start from there all the way till here. Same for the collision window, and the hit attack would be, hit enemy will be here. Okay, seems good. So now for each of these, we need to open the asset, make sure root motion is enabled. Okay, same with this one, open asset, uh, open asset, root motion. Okay, fine. Both of them are okay, fine. My bad. Punch special mid, open asset, enable root motion, open asset, enable root motion. Actually, you know what? I'll go to fight animations. No, actually, wait. Okay, all of them are not root motions, I guess. So yeah. I already did these. This one, I haven't done this one, open asset. So yeah, I think that's all. So let's go back to the DP player. Close combat is done. I'll delete this. Mid-range, I think we added 3. So mid attack, kick is 1, punch is 2. I'll have the play rate as 1 to check how these look. Okay. And the offset, let's say, since this is big distance to cover, I'll have it as 100. And finally 2 for the jump ones, though they are from the kick, right? So special, jump attack 1, jump attack 2. I'll have these as 1, and offset would be 100 again. Let's see. I also have the distance 300 and 500, so everything is set more or less, as you can see. Yeah, looks really good. Yeah, this one works really well, to be honest. Yeah, it works perfectly fine, to be honest. I think I'll end this one over here. I mean, that's all. And in the next lecture, I should also, yeah, before that, I should delete this one. You no longer need this, so delete the attack montage, okay? And yeah, that's all. And if you can, please consider supporting me on Patreon. It just costs $1 a month, and that basically helps me to bring new content to you guys every week. Yeah, and yeah, in the long run, it will also help me to actually like get into full-time YouTube tutorials if possible. So thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next lecture.